This is Brad A. Milford from the Unlimited Wisdom podcast, where business owners making mid 5 figures, 6 figures, 8 figures, nine, who cares? They're making tons of money and they're sharing their wisdom. It's 6 questions in 9 minutes because transforming possibility leads to reality. So let's get to it. Question number 1 in a few sentences. Brian, tell me who you are and what you do.
Well, my name is Brian Basilico. I am an online marketing consultant, and I help B2b businesses grow their sales through the use of online marketing like LinkedIn connections, all that kind of fun stuff.
I love it. I love it. Very succinct. Love that.
Thank
Question
you.
number 2, Brian, what's the best thing about being in business?
Well, the best thing about being in business is, number one, you get to control your own destiny. And so you, as a business owner, get to design your life. The one thing about it that you have to be aware of is what you're doing today will probably not be what you're doing tomorrow. And you have to be willing to invest in yourself, in time, in training, and making sure that you follow the trends that are going to help you be most successful.
Wow. There's a nugget, a serious nugget in that very simple statement. There's some depth in there.
Thank you,
I
man.
absolutely love it. Thank you, Brian. Question number 3. So even during this unprecedented time right now, we're hearing from business owners that they're getting so much business in this digital era that the chaos sometimes causes overwhelm. Tell me your thoughts on that, Brian.
Well, it can cause you a lot of mental overwhelm, but it doesn't have to cost you business overwhelm if you design your business to build and scale. And that's the biggest thing. And one of the things I've done in my business, I've run many of them, including a commercial recording studio. We're doing big ticket jobs for like Motorola, McDonald's, and things like that. I had 5 employees and I had to constantly feed that. So one of the things I've done is design my business to work with experts in the field that I can bring in as needed. So when the ebb and flow of business happens, I am not overwhelmed. I can get done what I need to do, and then I can scale up and scale back. So the biggest thing that you need to do is understand that you need to create a set of assets that allow you to be flexible, mobile, and deal with the ebbs and flow of business. Because whether you're in the middle of a crisis or whether you're in the middle of a boon, it's always going to be that way. So this is just very accentuated, but it's no different than what's normal. And that's the biggest thing about it, is I think people are mentally challenged because of all the things going on, but it's just it's kind of more an expanded version of reality, I think.
100% couldn't love that anymore. Massive, again, dropping the value, like massive amounts of value and depth in those statements. Thank you, Brian. Question number 4. What other successful business owners like yourself, of course, Brian, should be on the Unlimited Wisdom podcast?
Boy, I've been doing a podcast for 6 years. I'm on episode 575, I think. I got a ton of them. If you've never heard of Ken MacArthur, I would have him on. Mark Babbitt, Bob Berg, Deb Creer, JV Crum. I mean, I can go on for hours. There are so many people out there with so much incredible knowledge. As a matter of fact, if you hit me up afterwards, I'll send you a list.
That's awesome. I appreciate that. That is value. And I got to say, I recognize some of those names, but I love me some Bob Berg.
Oh, I love Bob too. I sent him a message once and he sent me his personal phone number and said, call me. And I had a question for him, and he picked up the phone and we had a chat. I mean, the guy is so accessible. And that to me is somebody who is not pretentious, is authentic, and is a real business asset.
I couldn't agree more, and I appreciate you for dropping that. Thank you very much. Question number 5. Let's get to some wisdom. Let's get to sharing some wisdom with business owners. What piece of wisdom would you share with other business owners, Brian?
Okay, the piece that I've been sharing lately, and this is probably the longest segment that I'm going to talk about, is we have assets in our business. I think one of the most untapped assets is sitting in our accounting system in our QuickBooks. Inside of there, we have a list of customers. We may not have worked with those people in years. Maybe we've worked with them recently, but the thing is that it's our duty to reach out to current and past customers all the time. And just what I call it the 10-10-10 system. And there's a lot more to it. I do have a video that explains this. It's about a half hour long. But the 10-10-10 system is this. You take 10 people, a minute apiece, 10 minutes a day, and you send them 10 words on whatever platform they want to be on. So it could be a Facebook message, LinkedIn message, email, phone, text, whatever it is. And the 10 words you say are, how are you doing? And how can I help you? And how can I help you can be put in a different way. You know, it could be, I've got a great resource for you. Here's a good connection for you. I was thinking about you and I think this makes sense. So if you do that every single day for a month, you could reach out to 300 people. If you only have 100 clients, you could do it every single business day, 5 days a week, and still get that accomplished only doing 5 people a day. So imagine the good that you can do for your business by using the asset that's sitting inside of your QuickBooks or accounting system.
I absolutely love that. Brian, I talk to a lot of people who are struggling in the sales space, and that solves multiple problems. One, it's like 80-20 rule. There's so many variations that we can, spin that or whatever, but I love that. You call it the 10-10-10. Is that what you call it?
It's 10-10-10. It's 10 minutes, 10 people, 10 words every single day.
Fantastic. Anybody listening, if you missed that, please, scroll back and listen to that again. That is some serious, massive value. And the consistency in that space will eliminate a lot of problems for you in business.
Yes,
that's great stuff, Brian. Thank you. Let's shift gears for a quick second. So we're not just all about business because we don't live to work, right? We work to live. So what's the most fun vacation you've ever had, Brian?
The best vacation I ever had was my honeymoon. And it was funny because we did everything backwards. We built the house first. We went on the honeymoon second, and we got married third. And we went down to Cancun, Mexico. And the two things I remember the most was going up in one of those parasail rides, but the other one was watching my wife. She got on a one of those motorbikes, water bikes. And so all of a sudden she's going putt, 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 putt. And the next thing I look back and here she is, and she goes across my view going, we had so much fun, just kind of touring the area and stuff. It was a blast. It was good to see her have a good time, and I had a great time.
That's awesome. Thanks for sharing that. That's great. I love it. What a great visual. So, Brian, thank you for being on. I really appreciate you. What is the website or social media, or you had alluded to a video that people, can watch? Like, what's the best way to find you when they see this and they're like, oh, I got to reach out to Brian?
Well, the easiest way to do it is go to LinkedIn, look up Brian Basilico, BrianBasilico, and you can connect up with me there. The video's sitting up there as well. Or just go to Google and type in my name. You'll find everything, all of my websites, the Bacon podcast, my articles on Medium, LinkedIn, whatever. So that's the easiest way and best way. And you can always send me a message, and I'd be happy to share the link to that video for you.
Love it. This is Brad A. Milford with the Unlimited Business Wisdom Podcast, where business owners making mid-5 figures, 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures. Who cares? They're just dropping lots of value and making lots of money, and they're sharing their wisdom globally to create impact. Thanks for being on, Brian.
Thank you, sir.